again for scheduling a lesson today. And hopefully we'll be able to make a lot of progress on this assignment. All right. So the slope, you probably saw this in class here, is what's called the rise over the run. Okay, and the rise really means going up or down. So are you going up or down in this case? Up. You're going up one. So the top number is one. The run is to the right. It's always, always, always to the right. How many to the right are you going?
3.
So you don't count the first one.
Oh,
So you count
okay. 2.
two. So that is your answer, 1/2. Now it gets more difficult than this, but this is your starter question. Okay, so this is a little bit more difficult, but it's kind of the same type of problem here. I will share my screen. I grabbed a snip here. So you're doing the same thing as before, but sometimes and I don't know if you can zoom in on the point for yourself, but you want to put dots kind of at nice grid positions. So like I don't know, let's go those two positions there. It's always left to right. You always go left to right, never the other way. So this time you're going down. How many down are you going in this case?
2.
So whenever you go down, down means negative.
Okay.
The right number is always positive. So how many right are you going in this case?
3.
So you don't count the first one,
Oh, 2.
the two. Now, does this fraction reduce?
No.
You can actually divide the top and bottom by 2.
Oh,
-2 divided by 2 is -1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. -1 over 1 is -1. All right. So go ahead and try that. I'm just going to stop here for 30 seconds. You can share your screen. I'll be right back with you.
okay.
All right. I am back. Did you try that final answer of -1?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and share your screen whenever you're ready, and maybe I'll have you try working on one on your own here if it's the same. Okay, so this is a special case. I'm going to grab a snip of this. There are two special cases. This is one of them, two exceptions. You probably figured out math is full of exceptions. And it's very frustrating because
Mm-hmm.
just as soon as you think you've got it, you get an exception. So the equation x equals -19, that's a vertical line. Okay, so what you have to remember from this part of the course, x equals a number, is that that's a vertical line. Vertical lines have undefined slopes. Okay, so that's your answer for this one. I'll add in here when it's y equals a number, that's horizontal. That's a horizontal line, and it has a slope equal to 0. So they're slightly different, but you may want to make like a note card or find a Quizlet that you like for this part of the course. to answer these questions. So whenever you're ready, if you want to share your screen, we can look at more questions. All right, so this is the same thing. See how it's x equals a number?
Yeah.
That means it's undefined. And that's just a pure like note card, memorization thing. Good job. All right, so why don't you try this one on your own? I'll check your answer before you enter it. Um, it's the rise over the run. It's the amount up and then the amount right. Is it clear what I'm asking you to do, or do you want me to share my screen?
I think so. I got 2/1.
You got two over one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is correct. It's just two though. It's just two over one.
Okay.
No problem. All right, so it's just yes, you got it there. So try this one. So pick a nice point or two. I've
Does
got
the
it.
point to be on the x-axis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me share my screen real quick to show you the 2 points that I grabbed because I think that like kind of does matter.
Okay.
Um, like they've got to be perfectly on the grid, where the two things come together. So that's where this first one looks good, and then up here, and then you're just doing this rise and run. It's always left to right. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Would it be 3/4?
So you're counting, right? So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I count five, 3/5.
Okay.
It seems like the ones to the right are you're having more trouble with.
Yeah.
All right, so slope of 2. Does that top one have a slope of 2? Is it up 2 and right 1?
I'm trying to zoom out.
The first one to me is, if you go to that top one, it's up 2 and then right 1. Now, if it's going down and to the right, that's a negative slope. So that it can't be that one. How about this one? Is it going up 2 and right 1? It's got to be perfectly up 2 and right 1.
No.
Nope. How about the next one?
Yes.
You seem uncertain.
Yeah.
What are you uncertain about on this one?
Um, oh, there's 3 points.
That's okay. But does it go up 2 and right 1 and hit the graph? or hit the line?
No.
To me, it looks like it does. Could you put your cursor where it goes, start at the lower, at the bottom there? Go up two, and then go right one. Is that on the line?
Yes.
And then do it again. Go up two. Nope, nope, from where you were, from where you were. To the right, go right, right one. Okay, from right there, go up two, and then right one. Are you on the line?
Yes.
Okay, so that one counts. Okay, so this is the same thing. The 3/4 means it's going to go up three and right four. Up three and right four. So does that first one go up or down?
Up.
Which one? Which way?
Up.
But you're going, it's left to right. Like put your cursor at the top of it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And see how you're going down,
Yeah.
down. So
Yeah.
3/4 means you have to go up and to the right. So that one is out. All right, so let's go start in the lower left there of that next one and go up three and then go right four. Does that one work?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good,
Mm.
good. That's good. Okay. Why don't you let me grab a snip just in case. That's one. Okay, which points are you going to choose for your slope? Like which
Um,
go perfectly through the lighter lines? Right where your, yeah, right there where your cursor is, I agree.
and
Yes. So now you just got to count up, rise, over, run on that.
mm,
You're just counting, nothing crazy.
would it be 6/4?
So remember, you do not count the first one.
Oh,
And I
would it?
think I think you counted the first one in both cases. So when you move your cursor up, or maybe using your finger, you only count the when you go up, not the beginning one.
5/3?
Yes. 5/3. Very good. All right. Doing really well. Try this one again.
I got 7/3.
So check that three. Check that one more time. Go up to the point -2, comma 1. Put your cursor, nope, go left to -2, comma 1.
Right here?
No, -2. So start at the origin, 0, 0, and go left 2. That's -2, up 1. Okay. Now I want you to count as you move to the right. Let's go right 1, 1, 2, 3,
4.
keep 4. Yeah.
4.
Okay. This was a problem we did earlier. When it's x equals a number, it is undefined slope. When it's a horizontal line, so this is a horizontal line. Do you see how this one's different than the previous one? It's y equals a number.
Yeah.
This always has a slope of 0. All right, good job. Are all the assignments due at the end of the course?
Yes, they're all due on Sundays.
Okay. All right, so this will definitely be a little bit more complicated, but uh, totally doable. All right. Okay, so I kind of have to talk you through this. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to put a point where -1, comma -5 is. So that's left 1 and then down 5. So click and hold that. Yeah, go left 1, then down 5. Okay, now from that point, where you just were, I want you to put your cursor back there, please. And then you're going to use the slope. You're going to go up 1 and then right 5. You're going left,
Oh, sorry.
right? Right there. Okay, so where your cursor is where you want to put that other point. But perfect. All right. All right, so same thing here. You're going to graph that first point, -6, comma 1. Could you try that for us, please? Good. And then, okay, so the slope of -6, this one's a little bit awkward. Do you remember how all the numbers can be written as a fraction, -6 over 1?
Yeah.
So that means it's down 6 and then right 1 from that other point. So you go back to that point where you were at, and you're going to go down 6
The
and
same
right.
point.
Yes, you start. Yep, exactly. Go down 6 from there. Nope, no, don't move that. No. Sorry. Put that, yeah, go put that back. Just move. I think it's better to just use your cursor to kind of go down to where it is and then remember that point.
Okay. So
So
I
just,
one.
yeah, just start there where your cursor, nope, the left one there, yes. And go down 6 from there without moving it. Just move your cursor without holding. Just go down 6. And then go right 1. And that's where your new point needs to be. That All right, this one requires me to grab a snip. So let me talk you through a couple of these in a row. I share screen. Okay. So in class, they should have given you what's called the slope formula, and you've probably seen this before in other classes. Have you seen this before? Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1?
Yes.
Okay, now what are these? Well, the first ordered pair is X1 and Y1. The second ordered pair is X2 and Y2. So you're literally just taking the numbers and putting them into this equation. Can you tell me the value of Y2?
8.
8. And it's always minus. It's always a minus there. What is Y1?
-7.
Okay. It's okay. It's double negative. What is X2?
X2 is 8.
It's 8. It's always a minus. And what's X1?
-5.
I think it's really, really important to label them, especially as you're first learning this.
Okay.
What does the double negative become?
A positive.
Yeah, so you have 8 plus 7 over 8 plus 5, 15 over 13. Find the slope of pipe. Slopes down 3/5 of an inch per foot. Okay. Um, this one's a little bit odd. We're gonna want to draw a picture of this.
Okay.
It's not like the previous one. I grabbed a snip though. Okay. So the slope of a pipe that slopes down. So the pipe is going down like that. That's the pipe. And it's going down. It's going down 3/5 per 1 foot. Okay. Now, problem here is that this is in inches and this is in feet. So we need to convert. Okay. Do you remember how to convert from inches to feet?
Um, no, I don't.
So there are 12 inches in 1 foot. So 1 foot is 12 inches like that. Is that really the best way to do this? I don't know. This is really an odd question. I feel like no matter how I do this, it's going to be confusing for you because it's just a weird question. So let's not do that. Let's convert feet to inches. 1 foot is really 12 inches. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. So it's rise over run. But when you go down, what does it mean when you go down in terms of the rise? Is it positive or negative?
Negative.
So it's negative 3/5 divided by 12. So this is your answer, but we have to simplify this. 12 as a fraction is 12 over 1. You remember how to change division by a fraction? What does the division change to?
Multiplication.
By the, what changes over here on the right?
It's just 12.
It's the reciprocal.
Oh,
Instead of dividing by a fraction, you multiply by the reciprocal.
okay.
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 All right. So now you multiply the tops, you multiply the bottoms. So you get negative 3 over 60. Does that reduce?
Yes.
You can divide both the top and the bottom by 3. What is negative 3 divided by 3?
1.
Negative 1. What is 60 divided by 3?
20.
20. There's your answer. Any questions on that?
No, I'm still trying to figure it out.
Okay.
It would be -5/15.
Where are you coming up with that? Are you sharing your screen or
Oh,
are you on a
I
new
thought I
question?
was.
I'm not seeing your screen if you're sharing a new question. Okay, there we go. Now I know what you're doing. Um, yes, you said 5/15 or something like that, -5 over.
15.
Okay, there's some sign errors there on that. Take a look at that one more time here. Let me grab or I can grab a snip and show you. It is it why don't I just share my screen? That'll probably be the best way to proceed. All right, so good to label these again like x1 and y1, x2 and y2. So the slope is y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Y2 is 2, minus y1 is 7, x2 is -7, minus x1, which is -8. It's always a minus. And if the second one happens to be negative, then you put that in. This is 2 minus 7 over -7 plus 8. So that's -5 over 1.
Oh, oh, I did mess up on one thing.
Yeah. And it's easy to do that. And if it's multiple choice, probably both options will be there. Okay. Is that one having a 12-inch level on the road surface? I guess they want you to just read the numbers on the ruler, like how much up on the ruler you're going and then how much right you're going.
Okay.
I don't know, it looks like it's 7 up. Does that look like 7 where your cursor to up? I'm talking about up, and then to the right looks like it's 12. Go put your cursor at the bottom of the ruler on the left. And then how much up is it to get to the other one? Is that 7? It's really small. That's why is that
Yeah,
7 there? So
yeah.
that's your rise. That's your top number. So it's 7 divided by, and then how much to the right are you going? It looks like you're going the full 12 inches of the ruler.
Yeah, I think so.
So it looks like it's 7 over 12. All right, so try your slope formula in this one again on your own.
Okay.
Just be very careful with your signs. I'll grab a snip and work it out as well.
I got -4/6.
That's -4/6.
Oh,
Let me share my screen so you can see that. So I should have gotten 0 - 4 over -5 - 1. And that becomes -4 because that stays with it. Your negatives stay negative. And then the signs cancel, and then they're both divisible by 2.
I thought if it's two negatives, it's a positive.
So you keep the sign, and then you add the numbers without the sign. So you know the answer is negative, but then you look at it as 5 plus 1, which is
Oh,
6.
okay.
Try this one again on your own.
I got -12 over -5.
That is correct. And then what happens to the signs? How do
Oh, they cancel.
they do?
So it'd be +12/5.
Yes. Very good. Okay, this is like the first ones we did. You have to go to that first point, 1, 2.
Oh, wait.
That is not that. So remember, 1, 2 is right 1 up 2.
Okay.
Good. All right, now from there, the slope of -1/3 is down 1 and right 3. So it looks like you went more than right 3. Looked like you went right 5, right 4. There it is. Good. Okay, it's the same thing here. Plot that first point, -6, -3. Okay, -3 means down 3.
Oh,
Right, the second number is up or down. So you're down 1 right there. There you go.
would it be up to?
Up to and then right 1 from that original point. Nope, no, no. You have to go back to the point that you started with. So from that point, go up 2 and right 1. I don't know if can you redo this one or not. But
Yeah.
you don't move. You don't move it. You keep that point.
Oh,
You just move your cursor to where it should go. Like imagine you're moving it, but go up 2, right 1 from there. Yes. No, 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 you got to start at the point. You got to start at the point. Yes. Go up 2, but don't move it. Yeah. Right 1. There you go. Okay. So this one is like that type problem from before that we did. It's just different numbers. Do you want me to redo it or do you want to try this one on your own?
can you redo it?
Of course. Absolutely. All right. So let me share my screen. And all right. So the pipe, it's going down. There's the pipe. It's going down 2/5 and right 1 foot, but we know from last time that's really 12 inches. We've got to have the same units. The slope is the rise over the run. When it's 2/5 down, is that positive or negative?
Negative.
-2/5 divided by 12, which is really 12 over 1. So we wrote this as -2/5 times, I'm sorry, divided by 12 over 1. Now, how do you change division of a fraction?
Multiplication.
By what? How do you change the second fraction?
Sorry. It would be 1 over 12
Yes, you flip it or the reciprocal. Good. Okay. Now, how do you multiply fractions?
across.
Yes. So that's -2 over 60. And then you can divide each of these by 2. Can you give me the final result, please?
It would be -1 over 30.
Yes. And that is your final answer. Okay, so this one you're gonna have to try on your own. It's really similar to the ones we were doing though. It's almost exactly the same, just a different number.
Okay.
Um, I'm happy to check your answer, of course. But if you need me to, I can share my screen so you can see the calculations, but it's the same numbers. Like it's the exact same numbers except for the one. Would that help you?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. All right. So it's the only thing that's different in the problem you just gave me is that this 2/5 is now 1/5. See, that's 1/5, that's 1/5, that's 1/5.
I got -1/60.
Yes, that is correct. Good. All right, so for this one, you want to plot that first point, -5, 1. Good. And then so unclick and with just your mouse, go back to that point, but don't click on it and use the slope. So you're going to go down 5 and right 6, down 5 because it's negative,
And then right.
right 6. Good. Same thing on this one.
And would I go down one for the?
Yeah, you go down 1 and then right 1.
Okay.
All right, good job. This is probably a good place to stop, before we jump to anything new.
Okay.
Hopefully that meets your expectations for what we're going to get done today. Let me go ahead and stop the recording.